beautiful thing in the world because with hope, anything can happen.
Hope to me means finding something to inspire you to keep going. Having faith in something that things can get better and not giving up, just keep going.
I'm hopeful. I'm hopeful that we all find solutions.
Interesting. We talk about Gilbeth and her family and hope, and I will say they are an inspiration. And I hope that you get to know them because I've been inspired through meeting them. When we first got introduced, I realized that Gilbeth she's a very talented person. She had this amazing YouTube video, and she has got a great voice. She's great with music. She actually wrote her own songs. And then when I saw her home, and her brothers and her dad were carrying upstairs, and there's a fear when you're being carried, like a fireman would carry you down the stairs, up the stairs. I can only imagine how that's not a healthy fear. It's not a fun ride, and she's doing that every day. So as a part of the Home Builders Foundation, as we worked with her, it was so much fun to see her life as this young woman that's she is learning her own independence. She's also able to have independence in her own home and with an accessible bathroom with the stair lift.
So my name is Gilbeth, and I'm 20 years old. I was born in California, and at the age of 2, they diagnosed me with spinal muscular atrophy type 3. And before they diagnosed me, my mom started to notice a couple of symptoms, that weren't they were kind of like she started to notice some symptoms on me that didn't make quite sense, because she was worried. She always kept an eye on me. Everything. She noticed I never crawl. She noticed that whenever I would walk, my knees would bend easily and I would fall forward and everything. And so she started to notice those things, and she would take me to my doctor, and her doctor said, no, it's probably just because she's kind of spoiled, or you know how babies are, or things like that. So they never really gave her a straight answer. And then finally, one doctor, she noticed how my mom was very worried about what was going on. So she took an interest and she paid attention to my mom, and she said, let me see her walk, And so she saw me walk, and she immediately noticed right away something was wrong. The first thing I would have to say that gives me hope is my faith. And the reason why that gives me hope is because I think for us humans, each one of us should have faith in something that's out of this realm, something that's bigger than us. And I consider that it gives me hope is my family, because having them around me it makes me happy. And when I'm feeling down, when I'm feeling sad, or when I'm feeling frustrated, everything, one of them always comes into either knocks on my door, or either comes to me, and they notice when I'm feeling sad, when I'm feeling happy, or when I'm feeling down. I consider music being really special, because it just music. I think everybody likes music. There's nobody that likes it. They might like different genres of music, or different types of music, but everybody likes music. It brings joy to your life.
My name is Adriana, and I'm her mom, Gilbeth's mom. Hope for me, it's waiting for the time you expecting. Probably sometimes it's hard to expecting, but it's more than the exciting when you have the hope realized in your life. This is what happened to us. Una de las mayores cosas que a mí me preocupa es el tener la esperanza de que mi hija pueda valerse por sí misma sin incluirme a mí. La estoy preparando. Yo siento que la motivación más fuerte para mí es ella, y yo necesito que ella sepa que yo espero que ella esté preparada para el futuro sin mí. La preparo no para ser una muchacha independiente que pueda hacer con su vida lo que ella quiera, aunque es su derecho. No es a lo que me refiero. Lo que me refiero es que ella tenga sus valores bien puestos como persona, con la madurez, que sepa manejarla en su vida y a través de cada etapa de su edad, y que pueda ella pedir lo que ella necesita, hablar porque ella tiene voz, sin necesitarme a mí, porque yo un día no voy a estar y yo voy a llorar. Emocionalmente no me va a tener toda la vida, pero yo la necesito a ella, que esté fuerte y que se mantenga con la esperanza de que ella nadie la va a hacer a un lado. Ella va a tener la fuerza para decir lo que ella necesita. Esa es mi esperanza. That's my hope. Esa es mi esperanza, que ella pueda valerse por sí misma como un ser independiente con madurez y pueda ser responsable de lo que ella necesita sola. Ese es mío.
You know, our customers mean a lot to me. You know, that's why I am in this industry, and that's why I like this job and like this career, because, you know, seeing people actually be able to be independent and do things for themselves, getting them up and down, getting them to the bathroom, getting them into the shower, getting them to do things, you know, you see that light that comes on in them, and you know, you don't get that from anything else.
I go to a customer's house because I'm blessed where I get to see pretty much everything we do here. So when you get into somebody's house and she has a hard time walking 10 feet because she's out of breath, and then you bust your butt for a couple of days, and now she has a stair lift and, you know, all kinds of stuff so she can stay home. Her going out to get her hair done after we were done because she could finally get upstairs to her room and stuff, that's the good stuff. That's the hope that she had, you know, that she prayed for, that she was wanting, and it was beautiful because I was part of a great team that was able to give her that hope and make her live her best life, you know.
I no longer like the word disability. I have met so many people here who, by societal standards, have a disability, and I think that is a misnomer. It is not a disability. They are differently labeled, not disabled. They do things, they survive things that I can't even fathom, and there is such a strength and a power in that. There are things that I used to take for granted every day that I don't anymore. The ability to get out of bed, to go to the bathroom, to leave the house. Those are powerful moments.
Beyond being my new girlfriend, which my wife is totally okay with because my nephew who has Down syndrome is her boyfriend, she's just a sweet, kind, happy person who, even being dealt a bad hand, is still happier than most people I've ever met. And that blows my mind to death when I see somebody struggle and is still happy. Yeah, every day she would have a little plastic spider and she would place it somewhere so it would scare me. And so we'd play the game of, oh goodness, you got me with a spider. And then yeah, she would giggle and laugh, and I'd hand her spider, and next morning it'd be another one somewhere else. It was cute. She would wait for me to find the spider.
Her diagnosis is complicated, and she was born premature, and we went through infant stim programs, and we always were encouraged that she would possibly kind of catch up developmentally, but she never did, and she just kept going backwards. And 38 years ago, they had a lot less in diagnostic tools and understanding what a lot of her issues are today. But along the way, she had medical issues that just seemed to be compound one on top of the other. So we had to put other things in the background. So we went through kidney failure, 2 kidney transplants. She still has her kidney that she had transplanted, the second one, since she was 5 years old. So she's had that for quite a long time. But we're always under their care, the transplant team at University Hospital. And she has congestive heart failure, so we're under the cardiologist care at University Hospital. And she has had, over the years, just a number of things that have came into our lives that we had to deal with. Every day, I have to say that word, life, because it's always throwing a wrench in things, and we just deal with each thing as it comes along. When it comes to Bianca, you never know what's going to happen day to day, week to week, month to month. So, thinking about what I hope for Bianca, I hope that she will continue to do well in her health. I hope that she will continue to be happy, because she's a happy person. In spite of whatever goes on, she's always happy, and I hope that stays. I hope that stays for her. Her happiness, her resilience, her bouncing back. At no matter how sick she gets, at no matter how many blows are landed upon her, I hope that she continues down that path of resilience, of happiness, and laughing, because we'll lay on the couch and we'll watch something, and we're like life partners. We just laugh and laugh and laugh, and I hope that she can continue to have that laughter and buoyancy and resiliency forever.
Well, it's real interesting, because I think that a lot of people from the outside see what we do, and of course they're like, well, that must be so rewarding, that must be such an uplifting thing. And working with the people that we work with that have these life challenges, it can be a little heavy at times. You know, it's not like selling donuts, you know. And that maybe was a little different than what I thought it would be when we first started this, but the beauty of it is you get to see the grace with which people deal with their challenges, and it really brings in perspective.
Our clients are a blessing to my heart. Some of them have actually developed into friendships that feel like family, that I would do anything for. And yeah, I'm invested. We don't just sell a product, we're doing life together. And that's exquisite.
I started with this company about 8.5 years ago, and I got the opportunity to meet the Smiths, Artis, Orville, and Lester in 2012. And they were the first client that I actually stepped foot into their home, and I got to interact with them and learn about their family and learn about their challenges and really connect to them one-on-one. And that experience, it was on a Sunday, I think I spent about 3 hours at their house, and that experience just has forever an imprint in my heart and in my mind. And I always feel inspired thinking about them and how they chose to, you know, look at the brighter side of things and make the best of, you know, the hand that they were dealt. Lester is an amazing man, and he really touched my heart. He was the first person that was in a power chair that really showed me what it was like to live in that power chair within his home.
When he was 15, it was 2 weeks before his 16th birthday, he'd gone with our church youth group to Wisconsin, and ironically they were building a dock so that handicapped children would have access to this lake. The night before they were supposed to come home, the kids all week long had been playing pranks on each other. Well, one of the counselors threw some kids' clothes on top of the cabin roof. Lester volunteered to get it down. He got the clothes down fine. He put his legs over the side of the roof to lower himself down. His shorts caught a nail. He went face forward and landed right there on this chin. And where they were so far back in the woods that the kids had to line the way in, the drive in, with their flashlights so that ambulance could even come in and get him. And they took him to some little town called Wild Rose in Wisconsin. They couldn't do a thing for him, so they had him flight for life to Milwaukee. And when he was in Wild Rose is when they called us, and it was about midnight, and they said, please try to get here as fast as you can because we don't know if he's going to make it to the night. And we barely got the call, and our pastor was at the door. He had already made plane arrangements for us, and he took us to the airport, and we got there, and Lester was in a halo, but he was alive, you know. And Lester had talked about, you know, he had just gotten his driver's permit when he went to camp, and he was so pepped up that when he got home, he was going to get wheels. Well, when he came home, he was in wheels, and he never got out of them. In fact, when he died now, we got a letter from the first lady that hired him. And she said she was so glad that she had hired him. He was the first one she'd ever hired with a disability like that. But she said he taught her what disabilities really, you know, people with disabilities really have. And she was honored that there had to be a reason. You don't know the reason, you never understand it. But then when you find out how he affected other people, you think, yeah, that was the reason. He was here to show people what being different is, and it's not bad. He was the part of the diversity team at Buckley, and at the funeral, some young airman came up to me and he said, Lester made me a better man.